Hey gamers, today we're going to check out a Queen Games game called Cubo. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is extremely easy. You have your little round tracker here. Each game goes 6 rounds. When you start the first round, you'll flip this one over. Start the second round, flip this one over, and so on and so forth. They have a little board they put together where you put all your little point pieces, 1, 5, 10, 50, and 100 point pieces, but this is completely worthless. They also give you this weird looking bag. Use the bag instead. You don't really need this scoreboard. It takes way too long to set up. Anyway, each player begins the game with 4 blue, 4 red, and 1 white, and then they get this little thing indicating how the rows will be scored and to cover up their dice once they're done. You're going to work it in a 3x3 grid. You're going to have 4 dice over the side. You're going to roll them prior to the round, and then you're going to start the round. And when you start the round, people can keep rolling their dice as many times as they want to get the numbers they want, but they can't re-roll some of them. They have to re-roll all of them. Now let's say, I didn't roll this, but let's just say this is what I had here. And so I wanted to set something up. Now whenever I set something up, white must always be in the center. Blue and green can be in any of these colors. I don't have to match this color code here. So if I wanted to put them there, I could put some around there, but white always has to be in the center. So let's see, let's say this was what I wanted to end it at, and then I would cover this up. That means I am done. And now when I'm done, whoever's first can get their pick of any one of these dice. Let's say I picked this one. All right, put it on my board. Then the second player would finish, third player would finish. Now when it gets to the last player, everyone's going to count backwards from 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that'll be it. And so whatever's left, if that person didn't cover it all, they'll be stuck with this die. Now, the die on top of your board, you don't have to use it if you want to, but sometimes you'll want to use it because it may improve your scoring. For instance, I have this blue. I'm going to replace it with this one here. Now, it doesn't matter. Blue can also replace a red one if I wanted it as well, but I want to replace this blue one here. All right, so now we're going to score my rows for this round. And what we're going to do, we're going to start scoring vertically and then horizontally. And what you're looking at is 3 of a kind or a row of numbers like 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3. And it can be either way here. Now I put 5s in the middle, so this is a terrible example. But if there was a 2, let's say this one was a 2 here, that would score. Now what if it was the opposite way around? What if it was a 3, 2, 1? That would score 2 because that would be a straight. All right, just giving you that as an example, but let me go back to 3 of a kind. So what would happen is when I look vertically, do I have any of them? Nope, nope, and nope. So now I got to go horizontally. On 4, yes I do. I get victory points according to the number of pips there are. So that's just 1. That only gives me 1 point. Boo. All right, this one gives me 5 points. But because it's all of one color, remember white is wild, it's all of one color, that's going to double those points. So instead of 5 points, I would get 10 points for this row. If this is only 3 here, so I get 3 points for that. However, if I had a third blue there, I would have gotten 6 points for that. Now, in the occasion where it's a, let's say 3, 4, and 5, you know, since it's all blue, if this was if the 5 was a red for some reason, I would only get 5 victory points. I get the highest points that are on this row here. However, if it's all blue, then I would double the highest die on this row, which would be the 5, which would be 10. So that's basically how you're going to score your points there. And of course, after 6 rounds, whoever has the most victory points wins. Final thoughts, what do I think about the game? Well, you know what? Queen Games. I got this off of a clearance sale online. I thought, you know, I'd been going back and forth on it because the price had really been dropping. I knew it was just a simple, straightforward dice game. I said, well, for a couple of bucks, I'll go ahead and try it. And I'm glad I did. It's a fun game. It's a filler game. It's not a great game, but it's nice for filler, easy to learn, easy to play. I do like there's a timing mechanism, so if someone keeps rolling their dice over and over again to try to get the 5s and 6s, because you got to roll them all to do that, they may be wasting time and not get one of those dice they need. Plus, time has run out on players where they couldn't cobble together anything to get any victory points. So I do enjoy that. If it wasn't for that rule, then I'd say this game was no good. Now, of course, that little board that keeps all the point tokens, That's totally pointless. They got rid of it. They shouldn't even use it. For what it is, like I said, just an easy dice chucking game that's a lot of fun. It plays really fast, nice filler game. If that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're in the market for, and you kind of like Queen games like I do, then yeah, go ahead and pick this up. Pretty good game. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!